But Shiv, it leads to people to the question, this is just a $1 billion deal. There's the 126 multi-role combat aircraft that are to be bought. You know, the Gripen and the Eurofighter are doing very well in their trials, but there's pressure to buy the F-16, F-18. A key part of Barack Obama's agenda is to push these deals through. What's the sense within the Air Force?
The sense within the Air Force is the same as it is with any other equipment that it buys. The sense within the Air Force is that it may not make a substantial difference if we don't get this equipment, but they feel very wary about this political pressure on India to actually enter into these agreements. I was speaking to Manoj Joshi a short while ago, and there is an asymmetry between both countries. There's an asymmetry between both forces. What kind of meaningful interoperability can you really have? Like he said, it's not a one-way street. It has to be both ways. When both countries politically, militarily are so mismatched, and when the possibility of real, meaningful joint operations is very, very distant, how realistic is it to actually push such an argument against a force that is ultimately unwilling to get into such a net?
Okay, Bharat Karnad, should the Air Force be pushed politically? You said that the C-130 was a political purchase. Should the Air Force be pushed by the political masters into these weapon purchases? Because I don't know whether it's true, but I've read lots of articles about the existence of kill switches. You know, when a war breaks out, the Americans have the capability of disabling your equipment. It's a conspiracy theory. America continuously denies it. Everybody else believes it's true. If at all this exists, you know, you really need to wonder whether you should be spending $50 billion on a country where you don't know whether you'll get to use the equipment when you need to.
Well, look, if you're talking about a kill switch or whatever it is, I think that's giving vent to your paranoia. If all you're buying is a platform, I think you'll be free of the kill switches or whatever such technology as might be there that would disable the weapon system. But the thing I think is that the other thing we have to worry about is the fact that we have such a diverse inventory of aircraft. It's already a logistics nightmare. We have just about every aircraft from almost every conceivable supplier country in the world, and it's almost nightmarish for our logistics personnel to manage it in a crisis, even or in peacetime. So what you really have is the necessity to introduce one or two more logistics chains for the C-17, Globemaster III, and the C-130J. This is going to be such a extraordinarily difficult thing to manage all round that I think the Air Force, I reckon, would find it very, very daunting indeed.